If you want to start a bookkeeping business, but you have a super busy life, maybe you are working a 9-to-5 job or have other things that are taking up your time, this video is for you. I'm going to talk about how to find the time to start a bookkeeping business, how to find the motivation, and when to quit your 9-to-5 job, as well as a brief overview of how to start a bookkeeping business. If that sounds interesting, you can give this video a thumbs up, and I would love it if you've subscribed to my channel. You can also check out my website, FinePoints.biz. All right, let's start with the big one, time. We all have 24 hours in our day, and it might feel like most of those hours are already being taken up by other things, right? I have 5 steps to work through this time issue. Number 1 is figure out where you're spending your time now. Just kind of take note. You can use like a time tracking app, maybe like Toggle, something like that, if you really want to like go into a lot of detail. How I did it when I was starting my business is I just kind of took note about times that I thought I was kind of wasting time. I was aware there was little chunks in my day where I wasn't being as productive as I could. And I was like, hey, maybe I have time to start a side hustle here. Step number 2 is find a couple of these blocks within your day, choose 1 or 2, and try to work on your bookkeeping business during those times and just kind of see how it feels. Maybe you're like, I have 1 hour after I get home from work each day, I'm gonna work then. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna get up 1 hour earlier, I'm gonna work that day. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna work for 5 hours on the weekend. Whatever you decide, just try it out and stick to it for a little bit. And a few tips for this stage is don't strive for perfection. Just try to get stuff done. So if you're trying to pass a bookkeeper test, just go for the minimum requirement. Don't try to get like 100%. If you are making a logo for your bookkeeping business, don't make it perfect and spend like 10 hours on it. Just make a simple logo and go with it. I just heard this called Parkinson's law, I believe. It's however much time you give yourself for a task, that's how much time it's gonna take. So if you give yourself, 30 minutes to make a logo, that's how much time it's gonna take. And I actually have found this. Like when I started making YouTube videos, I had 2 little kids and I just had to do it on the weekends, and I just got it done, and I got it done really fast. And now my kids are in elementary school, so I have a little bit more time in the day, and I kind of take that whole time. So there's definitely something to be said in being forced to be efficient in small amounts of time. Number 3 is set an official calendar appointment for those time blocks that you chose. Maybe tell someone that these are the days I'm going to work, because there's going to be times that you do not want to do this. We're going to talk about motivation in the next section, but if you've scheduled and committed to those times ahead of time, that is really going to help. Number 4 is have a plan of what you're going to work on that day. So instead of just sitting down at your desk and being like, okay, I got to work on my bookkeeping business, plan it out ahead of time. Be like, this week I'm going to complete these 3 tasks. So maybe on day 1, you're going to figure out what bookkeeper training you're going to take. Day 2, you are going to apply for your LLC. That's going to help you have focus and help your brain get in the mood to do those tasks. And number 5 is eliminate distractions. So we all know we need to do this, but make sure you actually get it done. Put your phone away, make sure your kids are occupied if you have kids. Say no to things that aren't as important. Maybe you need to go to a coffee shop and just have focused work time there, but as much as you can, eliminate any distractions. All right, and then how to find the motivation to keep going on this when it is hard. Because at first it'll probably feel like fun, like, oh, I'm starting a new business. You get all excited about it, but then there's gonna be a time where you don't feel that. But you need the habits in place and the internal motivation to keep going. So one thing that really helps me is to tell myself I'm gonna do it for a certain amount of time. So I'm gonna work for 6 months on trying to start my bookkeeping business. So I'm going to go through these steps, and then I'm going to reevaluate after 6 months. I'm going to decide, is this something I really want to keep spending my time on? Is this a sacrifice I really am willing to make? All right, and the next thing that is really key to motivation is having a reason that you're doing this. So you might have like a vague sense of, yeah, I want to quit my full-time job and I want to work for myself. But keep drilling it down more and more. Why do you want to do that? Do you want to make more money? What are you going to do with that money? Like, do you want to buy a vacation house? Do you want to get out of debt? Is there like a certain financial goal you're working toward? Or is it more about freedom with time? Maybe a typical 9-to-5 schedule is not working for you, or you want to be home with your kids, or you want to be home and take care of your parents, or you want to garden when the sun is out. Like, what is the reason that you're starting this bookkeeping business? And a tip I just heard recently was to calendar block something in the future, like a future project you're gonna work on. So for example, maybe next week I'm going to work on networking. I want to reach out to 3 different people to talk to them about my bookkeeping business. So I'm gonna put that on my next week's calendar now, because that lets my brain kind of like think on the problem in the background and kind of strategize. So then maybe all throughout this week, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I should contact my old teacher because I know they started a business and they're gonna need a bookkeeper. Or maybe you come across, oh, there's this networking event in my city, I'm gonna go to that and like start meeting people. So if you put some of those future tasks on your calendar now, that helps your brain get working on them. All right, and then I have a little speed round of quick tips that help me with motivation. So one is dress for success. So get dressed, even down to your shoes. Even if you're working at home, put on shoes. It tells your body and your brain like, oh, we're gonna get some work done. Body doubling is another good one. Put a YouTube channel of someone working on their business, or watch my videos, or just something in the background that you know, oh, this other person is working on the same thing that I am doing. If you're having trouble literally getting started, as in like getting to your desk, I just heard this tip of you set a timer on your phone, for example, and then you like an alarm, and then you throw your phone across the room so that you actually have to get up to turn off the alarm. So that forces you to get up off the couch and go to your desk and start working. This might help too if you decided on that really early morning chunk of time to work on your bookkeeping business. It'll help you get out of bed. Also, make sure you're taking care of your body as much as you can. Make sure you're eating, make sure you're sleeping, because the word hustle can have certain connotations of go, 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 do everything you can to start a new business, and that might be okay for a short period of time, but ultimately you're the one who gets to choose. Like, do I want this to be like a hustle, or do I want to incorporate it into my life and so I continue working my 9 to 5 and do bookkeeping a couple hours a week? Really think about what your personal goals are and how you want your life to look and feel. All right, and when to quit your 9 to 5 job. A lot of people say when you are able to replace your full-time income with your side hustle, that is a good marker that you're able to quit your full-time job. One thing to think about too is once you start dedicating like 100% of your time to your bookkeeping business, hopefully things will grow faster at that point. You're gonna have more time to network, you're gonna have more time to do client work. So that is something to take into consideration. I would recommend also not quitting until you have some kind of plan, some kind of roadmap for what you're wanting with your business. So talk about your schedule, how many clients you want, what types of clients you want, what schooling you're going to do. All that kind of stuff is gonna be helpful to map out before you quit. Another thing to think about is your mind. Like, make sure you're mentally ready to work for yourself and to not have someone there telling you, that you have to do these tasks. Like, are you self-motivated enough to quit your full-time job? And finally, you might want to think about some savings, just in case things don't go exactly as planned, or it takes actually longer than you think to ramp up your business, or maybe you lose a couple clients. It's great to have a little bit of a safety net just in case you need it. I will say though, with bookkeeping or any other like businesses that are set up that are client-based, if you have like 10 clients, and you lose 1 or 2, you still have like 70% of your income. Whereas if you're working a 9 to 5 and you lose your job, then you lose 100% of your income. So that is a good thing and a little bit of security that has to do with bookkeeping. All right, now let's talk specifically about bookkeeping and how to start this type of business. And really this is like what my whole channel is dedicated to. So you're gonna find tons of videos, tons of resources on my channel and my website about how to start a bookkeeping business. I'll link a few of the key videos in the description box so you can go right to those. The one about build a bookkeeping business checklist is a really good place to start. And I have a course that helps you start your business in 30 days. It is $150. So if you are interested in that, it's called Bookkeeper Business Coach. That'll be linked as well. But I have tons of free resources as well. Okay, so this is just like the 2-minute overview on how to start a bookkeeping business. So first of all, create a strategy. We talked about that. Think about your why. Do some research on what services you want to offer, as well as what type of clients you'd like to take. So maybe previously you worked in the real estate industry in your 9 to 5, and so you know all about real estate, and so that would be a great place to look for bookkeeping clients because you already know like how that type of business works. Think about pricing. You can either do like a fixed rate pricing, or you can charge by the hour. Start somewhere around $50 an hour as a bookkeeper. Again, I have videos all about that. Do some calculations about how many clients you need to, replace your income. I again have a spreadsheet that is, the video title is called like, if you want to earn $100,000 a year, how many bookkeeping clients do you need? And then in that that video, I talk about like small, medium, and large clients because every small business owner will be a little bit different. You know, you might only need like 5 large clients, or you're gonna need like 20 small clients, something like that. All right, and then you are going to need to learn bookkeeping, of course, if you don't already. And this is the thing that's going to take the longest, and I think you can kind of do it in incremental steps. You can start with the really easy stuff, start working on that, and then build on your knowledge as you go. Start with the free Pro Advisor training in QuickBooks Online. If you sign up for the accountant version, then you can get that free certification in QuickBooks Online. That's a good place to start. If you're looking for a longer training that is more of an investment of time and money, try Bookkeeper Launch. That is my favorite bookkeeper training. Use my link in the description box if you heard about it from me. That helps me out. But you can also definitely do it kind of like a la carte with free trainings on YouTube. That's how I started out. I didn't take an expensive course because I didn't know if I was going to be doing it long term. In hindsight, I think it probably would have helped me to get where I wanted to go a little faster. But either way is totally legit. All right, so as you're learning bookkeeping, you also need to be setting up your business. That is creating an LLC, maybe making a business website, create a business name, all of that stuff. And that is what we go through in my class that's about starting your business in 30 days. It's like literally opening the business, not learning the bookkeeping, but opening the business. Next, you're going to work on getting clients. So that has a ton to do with networking. Talk to all the people you know, tell them that you're a bookkeeper. I am continually getting people asking me if I can be their bookkeeper, just as people know I'm a bookkeeper. And I actually have not accepted new clients in years now because I'm filled to the max of the time that I want to spend bookkeeping, and I just don't have time to take on any new clients. So it will take a bit of time to kind of build up to that point, but in theory, people will stick around as your client if you're doing a good job. And then celebrate those milestones as you hit them. So celebrate when you get your first client, celebrate when you get your 5th client, celebrate when you reach a certain dollar amount per month, because you are really doing it. Like, it's a big deal to start your own business. Not a lot of people do that in reality. I grew up with both my parents working at like a traditional employee job, like they worked for a company. And so when I started out on my own, like creating a business for myself, it was a big step out of my comfort zone. So I totally understand where you're coming from if it seems like a big jump. Let me know in the comments if you are wanting to quit your 9-to-5 and what is your biggest like fear about starting a bookkeeping business. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you again next week.